Question: is it possible to speak to Īśwara, God, as Sri Ramakrishna did? Bhagavan: when we can speak to each other, why should we not speak to Īśwara in the same way? Question: then why does it not happen with us? Bhagavan: it requires purity and strength of mind and practice in meditation.
Question: does God become evident if the above conditions exist? Bhagavan: such manifestations are as real as your own reality. In other words, when you identify yourself with the body, as in the waking state, you see gross objects. When in the subtle body, or in the mental plane, as in dreams, you see objects equally subtle. In the absence of identification in deep sleep, you see nothing. The objects seen bear a relation to the state of the seer. The same applies to visions of God. By long practice, the figure of God, as meditated upon, appears in dreams and may later appear in the waking state also.
Question: many visitors here tell me that they get visions or thought currents from you. I have been here for the last month and a half, and still I have not the slightest experience of any kind. Is it because I am unworthy of your grace? Bhagavan: visions and thought currents are had according to the state of mind. It depends on the individuals and not upon the universal presence. Moreover, they are immaterial. What matters is peace of mind.
What is realization? Is it to see God with 4 hands, bearing a conch, a wheel, and a club? Even if God should appear in that form, how is the disciple's ignorance wiped out? The truth must be eternal realization. The direct perception is ever-present experience. God Himself is known when He is directly perceived. It does not mean that He appears before the devotee in some particular form.
Unless the realization is eternal, it cannot serve any useful purpose. Can the appearance of God with 4 hands be eternal realization? It is phenomenal and illusory. There must be a seer. The seer alone is real and eternal. Let God appear as the light of 1,000,000 suns. Is it pratyaksha, direct experience? To see a vision of God, the eyes and the mind are necessary. It is indirect knowledge, whereas the seer is direct experience. The seer alone is pratyaksha.
Question: people talk of Vaikuntha, Kailasa, Indraloka, Chandraloka, the Hindu heavens. Do they really exist? Bhagavan: certainly. You can rest assured that they all exist. There also a Swami like me will be found seated on a couch, and disciples will also be seated around him. They will ask something, and he will say something in reply. Everything will be more or less like this. What of that? If one sees Chandraloka, one will ask for Indraloka, and after Indraloka, Vaikuntha, and after Vaikuntha, Kailasa, and so on. and the mind goes on wondering. Where is Shanti, peace?
If Shanti is required, the only correct method of securing it is by self-inquiry. Through self-inquiry, self-realization is possible. If one realizes the self, one can see all these worlds within one's self. The source of everything is one's own self, and if one realizes the self, one will not find anything different from the self. Then these questions will not arise.